former American president, Donald Trump, might be arrested soon.
What?
That's what we'll be covering in today's lesson.
Welcome to English Stripped Bear.
With B. Barrington. Today, we'll be taking a look at the FBI raid on Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida. Although that happened in early August, this story keeps growing and it's something we'll be hearing a lot more about in the coming months. If you're not sure what all that means, keep watching because in this video, we're going to look at the vocabulary related to this story so that you can talk like a native speaker. As always, we've got extra notes on our website to help you out. You can find that linked in the description below.
We'll be doing the whole video in English, so use the subtitles if you need help.
This is shaping up to be one of the largest events in the US in 2022, which is saying a lot because this has been a pretty intense year so far.
Tell me about it. We have a war in Europe, an assassination in Japan, and a lot going on with the US Supreme Court.
Let's break down the story beat by beat and learn the difficult vocabulary. When Donald Trump left the White House in January 2021, he took thousands of presidential documents with him to his Florida beach resort, Mar-a-Lago. The only issue is that he was no longer the president, and those documents now belong to the US federal government.
Wouldn't you call that theft?
I would, but to be fair, he hasn't been convicted of stealing these documents yet. We might be using that word in the future.
Got it.
This is what led to the unprecedented events of August 8th, 2022, when the FBI served a search warrant and raided Mar-a-Lago. That brings us to our first vocabulary words: search warrant and raid. A search warrant is a legal document authorizing the police or other officials to enter and search premises like private homes and offices.
So the police can't search your home without this?
Kind of. The police can ask your permission to allow them to search.
Does that actually work?
Many don't know their rights or are afraid to say no.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The next word is raid. Raid can have a few different meanings, but when we're talking about a police raid, it means to enter a place suddenly in order to find someone or something.
It's common to see these types of raids in Japan.
Yeah, I've seen footage on the news. During that raid, the FBI seized a number of confidential, secret, and top secret documents.
Confidential? Secret? Top secret? This is where things get really confusing for me.
I'm sure not just for you. Most Americans don't really understand the difference between these types of documents. Think of these classifications as different levels of sensitivity. Confidential is information that could damage national security. Secret documents have information that could seriously damage national security. Lastly, top secret information can gravely damage national security.
So each level is more serious?
Exactly. Now, this is where the story takes a strange turn. Trump claims that he declassified all those documents. Declassify means to officially declare information to be no longer secret.
So, those documents weren't top secret?
I can't say, but it seems unlikely that they were declassified. Even if they were, that's not the issue. He shouldn't have had them to begin with because he's no longer president. All those documents should have been handed over to Nara at the end of his presidency.
The Japanese city near Kyoto?
No. Nara is the National Archives and Records Administration. This is the government agency that keeps all historical documents. At the end of a presidency, all records are supposed to be handed over to this agency.
Oh, so Trump didn't do that?
It appears not. The government tried for over a year to recover these documents, even serving a subpoena to Trump in June of this year.
Serve a subpoena? Sounds like a dish at a Spanish restaurant.
It kind of does, but this is something you don't want to get served at a restaurant or anywhere else. A subpoena is a court order for someone to appear in court or for them to turn over documents.
So it's a legal document.
Right, and it's not something you want to eat.
Excuse me, sir, can I see these supposed documents that you have?
Why, yes. In fact, I happen to have that right here.
Right in your face.
Yeah.
After Trump was subpoenaed, he said he wasn't in possession of any other documents, which is not what the government believed. This is what led to the raid at Mar-a-Lago.
Yikes. That sounds really serious.
In legal terms, Trump is in deep shit. Many believe that Trump will be indicted. Indict is just a fancy way to say formally charged with a crime. Don't let the spelling fool you. The C is silent.
Spelling in English sucks.
You're preaching to the choir.
Wow, that's quite a story.
It sure is. Let's end this lesson with some useless trivia about Mar-a-Lago that you can annoy your friends with later. The name is Spanish, and it means sea to lake.
Interesting.
Let us know what you think. Should former President Trump be indicted? Let us know in the comments.
You can check out our website linked in the description for all the vocabulary from this lesson and extra notes in English and Japanese.
It's a great way to reinforce what you've just learned.
Definitely.
If you want to learn about the other big news story in the US for 2022, you should check out our video on Roe vs. Wade. It'll help improve your vocabulary and cultural knowledge so you can talk about news like a native speaker. Thanks for watching today.
Bye bye.
See ya!